Hello everyone, Smithy here, and welcome back to another episode of AEW on TEW9. Now, are you ready for me to waffle for absolutely ages? Last episode, obviously it was only a week ago, if I planned them all correctly. We just finished booking a New Dawn pay-per-view, I believe it was anyway. No, it wasn't a New Dawn, it was Defining Moment. Already fucked up, loved that, already messed up. It was AEW Defining Moment back at the end of August. You look at your screen, we are on the 28th of October. Now, this isn't actually a mess up with recording it, I haven't lost any files. When we turned, when we got the increase in popularity, we went from tiny to small. I wanted to try a few things, and basically, if it didn't work, I was going to come back, I was going to restart the save file and go from where it was and carry on. However, I've learned a lot now. I've learned a lot about the game. And I could have learned it together, but it would have just been me booking for the sake of booking for the next 2 months. In all fairness, this month is going to be a booking just to book anyway. But we'll get onto that in a little while. Yeah, there's a lot that's happened over the last couple of months. A lot I wanted to try out. A lot that I've looked at to see what's going on, and realistically, best way to do it, I'm just gonna tell you what's happened, what we've missed, and explain as we go along, pretty much. So first things first, as I said, we are now 2 months into the future. We're going from August to October, end of August to end of October. We've just booked a show as well at the weekend, which we'll explain as well in a minute. We're going to start off with the show history. This is going to be a bit of a little reminder for me as well, by the way, because I didn't actually book any of these shows. I used the AI to book, like the booking, whatever it is, to book all these shows. So yeah, there's quite a bit to go through here. So first of all, you got the Defining Moment, which was the last pay-per-view you saw. Don't need to go over this too much. Nickname F1, an 8-man match. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10-man match, okay. Nickname F1, that match for 72. Keith Lee beat Taz Wheeler Yuta and Roderick Strong in a fatal 4-way. Cassie Lee beat Lyra, Mickey James, Emi Sakura, and Ivy Nile. Lance Archer beat Kushida and Baron Corbin. Joe Hendry beat Minoru Suzuki and Trevor Lee. Timmy Thatcher beat Mustafa Ali and John Morrison for an 80. That's a big match. Alexa Bliss beat Willow Nightingale for a 67. House of Black beat Beer Money, LAX, and Eddie Edwards and Johnny Gargano in a TLC match. And then Pac defeated Josh Alexander and Samoa Joe in a cage match for the world title. At that point, I'm pretty sure 83 is our joint best match, maybe even our best ever match. And 80 was our best ever show rating. How have we beaten it? Let's have a look. So yeah, again, AI booking simulator from here. As you can tell, because there's a bloody interview segment in the main event. So I'll explain from here. We become small, and we put in offers for loads and loads and loads of people. So we was getting a lot of rejections, like from people that we'd already had on the roster that we were trying to sign, and we didn't fight no one. So what we did was we gave everyone a 3-month deal. Take it or leave it. If you don't want to sign a 3-month deal and you want to go elsewhere and you want to sign for WWE, AEW, whoever else they were working for on a longer term deal, 18 months, 2 years, go. I'd rather you go, and then we can build from the bottom up again. We can get where we're at now. I ain't going to fight you for Pac. I ain't going to fight you for all these people that we've got in our roster. Pac's our world champion. If we lose him, fine, we'll sort something out. We've got other people that can beat him. Problem is that they took a lot of our major stars. So these shows here, you're not going to see them because they don't leave for 30 days. Once they sign their contract with their exclusive contract, they don't leave us for 30 days. So you're going to see them most this month. Next month's a bit of a meh, but still we was waiting for a lot of people to leave before we restart the pay-per-view again. So this one here, you had nothing major there. You had LAX beating Joe Hendry and Cassidy in the main event for an 81. Nothing else there really to talk about. Next one, you'll start seeing some new names as well, by the way, because these are people that we were bringing in and people that we actually signed. So spoilers. By the way, you can see on now, by the way, Shane McMahon was in this card. Silver King's on this card. I think that was it for everyone else. Everyone else we already had. Here, now you can see the signings start coming in, lads. And you can see the shows start going a bit downhill. So, Nicole Matthews, we had on the pre-show. We had, who do we have on the second match? We had Disco Inferno. AJ Styles, I'm not sure if I even showed last episode we signed AJ Styles. It was right at the end, right before the Defining Moment, I believe it was. He was still with WWE. but they let him go. So we signed AJ Styles on a paper appearance, and we tried to get him on an exclusive deal, which we'll look at in a moment. Brutus Creed as well also got released from WWE not long ago. Only Brutus, not Julius, unfortunately. They actually re-signed Julius. Bit annoying. And Puff as well is on the pre-show as well. Bill Goldberg. We signed Bill Goldberg because why not? Ricky Shane Page and Shane Thorne also in that match. Stone Cold Steve Austin. We got to small size and he was happy to join us. So we signed Stone Cold. He was an active wrestler. I say was because now timeline, he's actually retiring in 8 days. We did get a couple of matches out of him in the AI booking. We got a couple of matches out of him. And then in our main event, we had Beer Money defeat House of Black to win AEW Tag Team titles. Long story short, all the House of Black, Aleister Black, Buddy Matthews, and Brody King have all joined AEW on an exclusive deal. So we had to get the titles off them, and we went back to Beer Money, old reliable. We ain't got many teams anymore, and not many teams that are good enough. And you'll see that when we show you the teams in a moment. They're our best option. However, Bobby Roode's retiring within the next month, so we need to work something out with that one as well. But it's fun, it's good, it's enjoyable. We're taking the series into a different way, and we've got a lot of tough tasks ahead of us. Let's just say that from where we was to where we're gonna be for a little while, to hopefully where we're gonna be again. We'll see. It should be good. Next show we had Carl Anderson beat El Hijo the Silver King. Shreddy was on the pre-show as well. Some of these names you will know, some of these names you don't know. A lot of them will be from, like, the ones you don't know will probably be from the British indie scene, which is stuff that I'm quite familiar with. We signed Kratos, and we signed Mike Bailey as well, by the way. We signed Mike Bailey, we brought him in finally. He got released from a few different companies. AJ Gray's in that match as well. House of Black beat Joe Hendry and Orange Cassidy, and then AJ Styles beat Frankie Kazarian in the main event. Up next, Lexi Nair was on the pre-show. We had Flamita on the show. We had Chris Dickinson, Mike Bailey. Corey Graves got released from WWE, so we brought him in as well. He is an active wrestler at the moment on the show. Stone Cold and Matt Cardona teamed up. Apparently the AI liked them two together. Don't know what happened now. Then we had to Take No Prisoners with the pay-per-view. So, what happened on the pay-per-view? Kenzie Page beat Trish Adora. Too Cold Scorpio, El Hijo del Vikingo. Fucking hell. Dan Math was all on the pay-per-view. Scarlett Bordeaux with signs. She got released from WWE. We had the AEW World title one pretty early. Yet again, they booked the show. AJ Styles wasn't in the match, but it was two lower people. It was, well, not Great Muta was not a lower person, but two people that didn't want to win the title. So I put AJ Styles in the match because Pac is leaving and joining AEW. So I had to get the title off Pac. So I gave it to AJ Styles, who we signed, and we've now signed him on an exclusive deal. So AJ Styles is actually a part of AEW going forward. Kings of Black Throne beat LAX and Alex Kozlov and Danilo Amphibio. Danilo Amphibio is the referee from WWE. He is an active wrestler, so we are going to use him in that capacity for now. Alexa Bliss retained the women's title. Josh Alexander beat Eddie Edwards, and Beer Money retained against Shane McMahon and Mustafa Ali. Yeah, again, I didn't book this. I just picked the winners. Up next, we had Frank Kazarian beat Jackie Polo. Bill Goldberg beat Mark Dallas. Yes, the old booker of ICW. Is a wrestler apparently. I think he got like what did he get? A 13. He got a 13, yeah. I don't think he's gonna be a wrestler for much longer, lads, I'll be honest. Dagger, whatever it is. Cain Velasquez was in the match as well. Silver King, Taz, Eddie Edwards, yeah, sure. Kesley beat Scarlett Bordeaux, and yet again Matt Cardona and Stone Cold beat Shane McMahon and Mustafa Ali. Sure, why not? Sonata beat Matt Fitcher on a pre-show. Boa, Samoa Joe and Bob Sapp beat Tuco Scorpio, Kobe Corino and Bill Goldberg. Shane McMahon and Taz beat AJ Gray and Zach Clayton. Lyra Valkyrie beat Nicole Matthews. Next show we had Dan Math and Boa beating Alex Coughlin and Daga. Silas Young beating Kenji. By the way, lads, a lot of the names that you're seeing here that are new, that you hadn't seen previously, they're the ones that we've signed an exclusive deal for 3 months. So they're the ones that are coming for 3 months, and yeah, you'll see them. Mark Briscoe's gone. However, we've got Jay Briscoe. Jay Briscoe got released from AEW. Obviously, as I said at the beginning of the series, we did, anyone that was in the game that was deceased, we did bring back. Jay Briscoe is in the game, and he's on the roster after being released from AEW. Rhett Titus, Shane Thorne, and Stone Cold beat Stephen Bonner, Jay Briscoe, and Will Hobbs. And the main event, Mustafa Ali and Matt Cardona beat Matt Tremon and Matt Fitchett, the two Matts. And the last alive was booked. Brody Lee on the pre-show. We signed Brody Lee. Brody Lee, Tracy Williams, Alex Kozlov beat Stephen Bonner, Kevin Knight, and El Hijo del Vikingo. Johnny Gargano and Will Hobbs beat Shane Thorne and Matt Tremont. And the main event, Brutus Creed beat Taz. Stone Cold did our best ever segment, 85. Great. Really made a mediocre show really good with our things. Oh, you see Paul Heyman there as well. Paul Heyman's also signed with AEW. Yeah, I'm spoiling a little bit for a little later, but it's fine. We were going to get there anyway, so it's fine. And then the Jim Lynam Memorial show. The only match I booked was the Jim Lynam Memorial Tournament final. We didn't do a whole tournament, we just the final. The rest of the show was AI booked, as you can tell by the amount of interviews. Who we got on here? We've got Matt Cardona and Brutus Creed beat Matt Fisher and Yokozuna. Sonny Kiss, Bill Goldberg and Jay Briscoe beat Congo, Kong Flamita and Mustafa Ali. Serena D beat Scarlett Bordeaux. Beer Money retained the titles against Kevin Knight and Ricky Shane Page. Corey Graves beat Alex Kozlov. AJ Styles beat Danilo Amphibio, apparently. He's a world title challenger. And then I just picked basically the two most popular people on the show and gave them a match. Baron Corbin beat Taz to win the Jim Lynam Memorial Tournament Finals. Baron Corbin is the... Yeah, he's pretty much number one contender at the minute, as long as he's on the main show. I can't remember if he is or not. But yeah, again, we'll go over that in a moment. So that is that. Let's actually have a quick look at the top 100. So, we're going to spoil something else here in a minute, but it's fine. So the shows that we missed, nothing really. Defining Moment, the last show we booked, is still the best event that we've done. Top 100 matches, Defining Moment, Alive from July, Alive from September. Okay, LX, Henry Cassidy was one that was AI booked. Defining Moment, May, July, August, Art of War, Alive. Yeah, like our top 10 matches are pretty much still the ones that you've seen as we've gone through it. Jim Lynam Memorial Tournament, the one that's just been booked, actually had 1,000 people in attendance. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize we had that. But that's cool. Buy rates, nothing. TV ratings, Defining Moments, they're our best. The last show we booked, 0.05. Viewerships. Now, this I'm going to have to explain to you, but we'll explain to you in a minute what's going on. What's this sudden jump? You can guess probably, but if you can't guess, it's fine. We'll let you know. I'll run you through that in a minute. And that is it for the top 100s. World rankings. You can see we was 16th last episode. We are now 12th. We've took a bit of a jump. We've jumped MLW, TJPW, Dragon Gate, and AAA. Now, a couple of reasons for that. If I quickly show you our current size, if I show you track progress, we have gone. Oh bloody hell! I had a little bloody glitch then. I don't have an L. So we ended in August. We've gone from realistically 36 to 39 in these few months in Great Lakes, and gone up pretty much everywhere else, like a decent amount. In Canada, oh, I need to actually show you Canada, don't I? We're 12 in Canada. What am I doing? Fuck's sake. We're 12 in Canada at the minute, 16 in Ontario. Canada, yet again, 10, 14. Look, we've always been bigger in Ontario, but it's pretty much stayed the same. Nothing major there. Mexico, 30, 30, 30, 40, 30. We're 40 in Centro now. Mexico, big jump. You can see that, big jump. Although it's actually just a progress, really, isn't it? Like, we've not actually had a big jump. It's just we've gone up naturally, pretty much. British Isles, this took a bit of an increase. Midlands, Northern England, and Southern England all in the 40s. Southern England is actually our best one now, out of all of them. You can see there's quite a big jump here. Yes, we bought another company. We did buy another company. We bought a few companies that were all in debt. So obviously you take their popularity, but you also save them from completely just going under and nothing happening with them. Japan as well. We bought a company in Japan, which we'll explain in a moment as well. Didn't actually take a major jump though, really, did we? 30, 30, maybe here. Went up to 37, up to 35, 35. Alright, that's fine. But yeah, again, nothing major. Europe was still down in 8. 3 to 8 in them months that we missed. Oceania 6. We've gone from 3 to 6. And India, we've gone from... Well, we had 0. 0, we're going up in India now. You can probably guess yet again where all this is going. Companies that we've bought, we'll just quickly go through them. So in Japan, we bought Choco Pro, which was Emi Sakura's promotion. Big Japan Pro Wrestling, a very old promotion that was about 300 grand in debt. Rev Pro and North Wrestling, two promotions that I really like. And I have watched a bit of their wrestling over the last few years. Rev Pro over the last multiple years. But both were all in a lot of debt, and we bought them, got their popularity, but end of the day we did buy them. Next thing I've got in here is leaving. So basically a lot of people have left, I've already explained. Our roster looks nothing like it did. Literally nothing like it did. A lot of people have left to sign exclusive contracts elsewhere. One guy that we did sign, obviously, because obviously we then brought in a lot of people. Brought in basically anyone that was available, offered a contract, sorry, to anyone that was available and wasn't pissed off that we'd already released them previously. Something that I have learned, I'm not sure if I wrote this down. Something that I have learned, I wrote it down in a minute, but shortlist bit. We can sign people after we've released them, a year after we've released them. So people that we released in, I think we might have released someone in August. We won't be able to re-sign that person until August next year. So August 2025 we release them, August 2026 we can re-sign them as long as they're available to sign, obviously. There's not too many people in October last year that we released that I would want to re-sign, but we'll keep a note of it anyway. We'll keep a note and we'll have a look. One guy that we did sign and since has already been released because he got pissed off with us was Mr. Dave Meltzer. We brought him in just because he was available. Went to see what he could do. Went to see how good he was on the mic. Went to see if he's talking on podcasts translated to actual wrestling. He got pissed off because he didn't get booked on one show. We signed him and one show he missed. And he threw his toys out his pram and he wanted to leave. So we released him. Yeah, we released him. So Dave Meltzer, we're not going to see him at all in this series, working for AEW. Shortlist. We have signed a lot of people. We still have a mega shortlist. If I quickly show the shortlist. We still have a mega shortlist of people that we will look to bring in the future, maybe look to bring in the near future, later future. A lot of people still to look at and to potentially bring in. Yeah, I said almost everyone we've signed on a 3-month deal. There was, I think, one or two that was going to sign another handshake deal elsewhere, and they were earning more money in them areas, so they still weren't going to sign for us, even though we was offering them an exclusive deal. So we offered them 6 months, maybe 9 months. So I think it was only like 1 or 2 people that we did that with. And yeah, we are currently in negotiation for more signings as well. First major thing that has changed, if I quickly do that and do that and do that. Sorry lads, I've got an Excel sheet here, I've got the game here, and I've got OBS over here. So I'm just looking everywhere at the moment, so apologies. And the camera here, which I always fucking forget about as well. Looking next up is a big thing. We have invested a child company. We've made OVW our child company. They weren't in the game already. We've made OVW. Yeah, we've made OVW. Something else that we've done actually that I'll explain very quickly is we've launched our own network. We've got rid of our YouTube deals and we have launched our own network. Where is our network? Investments. Upgrade. So, first of all, I made USA very small and made the rest tiny. Then we booked a show and it said we're limit our viewers because it's the places that we were tiny were limited. So I still want America to be the biggest one. So then I was like, all right, cool. What do I do? So I made America medium, and I made Mexico, British Isles, and Japan very small. Next show, they said the same fucking thing. We're limiting our people because we've got that popularity in Southern England, in Centro, and in Kanto, I believe, in Japan, of 40. We're limiting our viewers. So I've put Mexico, British Isles, and Japan up to medium as well. Obviously, it's cheating. I am cheating in the game, but I've just signed Jay Briscoe and Brody Lee. Like, let's be a little bit unrealistic sometimes. It don't matter too much. And I thought that was a nice little exchange of me not signing everyone that had my main roster, not giving them 5-year deals, and losing my main roster. I thought, give myself a little bit of help. Let's do that. So we've done that. We'll explain that. So that's the AEW network. The coverage you saw as well. Going back to the child company for a moment. So, yes. So the good thing about having our own network as well is that a child company can get a deal, and we can use our we can put our child company on TV. So own broadcasters there, that's fine. Let's look at the schedule quickly. So I've only made 2 shows. You got a weekly TV show, which they had one last night actually. I didn't realise. We'll look at that in a moment. They've got an OVW TV which runs every week. It's on a Monday and it runs for 2 hours once a week. Then you got the Saturday night special. So every Saturday, not every Saturday, sorry, the last Saturday of every month, OVW Saturday Night Special will be their pay-per-view for the month, and it'll be number 1, number 2, number 3, yada yada yada. So we've got that planned for them. The title situation, we have bought, so you can see here there's a lot of history here. We've bought the FCW title belts, as you can see, Florida heavyweight. I didn't realize I said that. And we bought 4 of them. We bought the world title, we bought the Southern heavyweight title, bought the tag team, bought the Divas. We've changed them all to OVW. OVW World, Women's Tag Team and Heritage. Did any titles get made last night? None of them. Okay, so we've still got no champions down in OVW. I didn't touch them. I didn't want to make anything. I just realised the World is actually worse than the Heritage. Hopefully that changes soon. So there's that. We've purchased titles, show titles. Roster. Now, roster. I am keeping a note on a few things here with the roster. So, apologies if you can hear a dog snoring in the background, by the way. This roster is anyone that we have signed an exclusive deal under the age of 40. We're going to wait, because we do get emails where people request a call-up. So we're going to wait for them to either request a call-up twice. Just twice. If they request it once, fine, you can stand in there for a little longer. If you request again, cool, you're starting to get pissed off, we'll call you up. Or when they turn 40. When they turn 40, are you in your prime? You're probably slightly past your prime. When it comes to this game especially. So we need to call you up now. We need to try and use you if at all possible. And yeah, all new signings will go to developmental, and then we'll sign them. We'll bring them up to the main roster at the end of the month if they fit any of them criteria. So there's that. Our roster though is fucking huge. We've signed a lot of people, a lot of people, and some big names down there as well. If I show you some of the big names that are down here, major stars. Well, fucking hell, there's loads. Cassie Lee's down there, who used to be on the main roster. Who else got? Vikingos down there. Joe Hendry was signed an exclusive deal somehow. He's still working with TNA though. That's a shame. Johnny Gargano. Who else we got here? Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss is down now. Who was our current champion before? Mustafa Ali. Scarlett Bordeaux, Serena Deeb. I probably missed people there. Trevor Lee. Like, there's some big names down there who will request to come up sooner rather than later because they don't want to be down there. So, yeah, that's the Troll Company's done. Now, moving on to our roster. As I said, it's changed a lot. We've signed a lot of oldies again. We've signed a lot of oldies. And a lot of people that we've never had before. If I show you quickly, though, what we've done. The backstage now, if I show you any out of ring role. We have no more road agents who are in-ring wrestlers. The only way that an active wrestler will be a backstage personnel is if they're just not good enough in ring, and I feel like they'd be better basically retired. But we've now got exclusive road agents. We've got an interviewer as well that we're going to start using in interview segments. We've got an authority figure, which we'll learn about on the coming shows. And we've also got no limit anymore on the amount of people that I want on the roster. Basically, if you're good enough to stick around and we've got something for you, we'll keep you. When it comes to release time, I'll have a think. We might release them. But, yeah. And there's also different divisions in the men's and women's roster. So, with that, we've got a lot of titles as well, which we'll explain in a moment. The manager situation, if I show you the managers that we've currently got. We have got Masahiro Chono, Raven, Trish Stratus, and William Regal. Raven and William Regal is already obviously there. Raven with the House of Black, William Regal with BCC. You can see that they've no longer got that around them. We lost almost all the House of Black. We lost almost all the BCC. So there was no point. So realistically, this first month, we're just going to have a think about who we want our managers to manage. Because I don't know right now. I don't know who I want them to manage. And I also don't know who we're keeping past this month. Obviously, I signed everyone on 3-month deals. It's been 2 months, pretty much. Like, people's contracts are already expiring, so I need to have a proper think and see if they're worth keeping around, or if we're going to get rid of the deadwood straight away. And I don't really want to put these people with someone if it's just a case of they're going to be released anyway. So it makes no sense for long-term story and stuff like that. With the commentary as well, you saw earlier that we've signed Paul Heyman, and he's not a manager. He is going to be a part of our commentary team with Mauro Ranallo. So we signed Mauro and we signed Paul Heyman both in exclusive deals. Don Callis has gone to AEW on a full-time deal, so he is gone. Paul Heyman, 89 colour. I don't think that's a bad person to replace Don Callis with. I don't want him on the commentary table for too long. Probably at all. I want him off the commentary table now because I want him managing someone. I don't know who he'd manage, but I want him managing someone. Use what we can use with him, because having him as a manager would be amazing. However, he's our best bet at the moment. We've got some other good managers, so we're going to go with this for now. And we ain't really got no one else that is good enough to be a colour commentator. Like, look, like, we're looking around here. I think, yeah, Samoa Joe, but he's in ring. Yeah, like, there's just nothing. Rich Pacini's here as well. We've got him in, but he's a good play-by-play, but then we'd have a play-by-play 72 and colour 72. Like, I wouldn't really want that. So we're going with that for now. That will change. Titles. And I know you might think, what do you mean titles? You just got rid of the Heritage and TV. I did. But I like titles. I like a lot of titles. I like different divisions. We've brought in a lot of titles, lads. They are all vacant at the moment, including the women's, including the world, including the tag. So, obviously, Alexa Bliss didn't actually lose her title, but because she went down to developmental, she has vacated the title. Tag team, James Storm and Bobby Roode, we've took it off him for now. The world title, AJ Styles had it, we've took it off him for now. So, we're going to crown all our new champions at the next pay-per-view, which is Unstoppable, I believe. AEW Unstoppable? Yes, indeed. AEW Unstoppable. Now, we have got the world title, which will also be for the major stars. We've got the women's title, which will be for the major stars. Yeah, for the women's major stars. We've then got the tag team, which will be for tag teams. We've got a trios title, which is new, which is obviously for six-man tag and stuff like that. I do like the trios title. I like it in AEW. Even New Japan, I like the trios in New Japan. It's just, I like the idea of it. It always produces good matches, not necessarily in this game, but in real life. And there's a lot of stables. Like, if we did this back in the day, we could have had BCC versus House of Black. We could have had them versus LAX. Like, we could have done a lot with this. So we got that. We've also got the women's tag team as well. Now, bit of a shame in a minute because we ain't got many women tag teams. But I'm thinking when we have the Iconics, if we bring back the Bellas, if they're both not retired yet, like there's teams that we can do, like there's teams that won't be around the world title scene, but they want something to do. They need something to do, so we're going to bring in the women's tag team. This Intercontinental title wheel is also for the women, so this is for anyone from a star down to unimportant. So they will be fighting for this title, and the women's title will be for the major stars. Speaking of star to unimportant, for the men's division, as well as the tag team and the trios, they're going to have the cruiserweight title, the hardcore title, and the heritage title. So the heritage will be for just like the wrestling, like the wrestlers. They want to wrestle for this. And realistically, if they don't fit in the hardcore category or the cruiserweight category, they'll go in the heritage. That's pretty much what we're doing. Now, we have kept the lineage from the TV title in the hardcore title. We've just pretended it's the same belt. So yes, we used to have Enzo Amore as the hardcore title, lads, and Doug Williams did 14 defenses with the hardcore title, but it's fine, we'll ignore it. We just want to keep some sort of lineage with it. So yeah, we've got the cruiserweight, we've got the hardcore with the heritage. Should produce some good things and should give us a reason to book them lower mid-card to mid-card wrestlers rather than just have all major stars on the show at all times. There's the titles. Right, let's look at some of these teams. Basically, I've not made any teams myself. These are all teams that were already in the game. So we've got Beer Money, who we already had, obviously. We've got Fallah Bahh and Kevin Matthews, who I believe was a team in TNA when they were GFW Impact, when that sort of shitty time. Heaven and Hell, which is Grim Reaper and Azrael. I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, it's fine. Mexico's Most Wanted, we've got Damien 666 and Halloween. New York Connection, we've got Disco Inferno and Johnny Swinger. The Rock and Rave Connection, this is Infection. This is how fucking low down we are, lads. Lance Archer and Jimmy Rave. I actually really enjoyed them in TNA back in the day. But yeah, we're going to give it a go. I'm probably not going to do anything with these. However, with Bobby Roode retiring, I don't really see much else of what to do, like who to put the titles on. It's not going to be great to start with. We've got Mickey Knuckles and Jessie Bell as the Smothers Twisted Daughters. Yeah, cool. And the Heritage, we've got Dean Allmark and Jodie Fleisch, both considered unimportant as the Heritage. So yeah, not great. not great at all. But it's a start. It's a start. For the trios titles, I don't really know what we're going to do because we've got no stables at the moment. We've got no stables. We've got the BCC, we've got the LAX, we've got the House of Black, mainly because they all left us. So there's that. And with the storylines, for this month, there will be no storylines. It's a case of, at the pay-per-view, we're going to be doing big matches, tournament matches style, for all the titles. So we're going to be putting people in different categories, and then we're fighting for one title and one title only, and we're going to make some champions at the next show. That's pretty much it for the storylines. If I quickly show you the absence of medical, obviously because we've signed a lot of people, we have got people on the medical list. We've got 3, all Japanese actually. Tenzan, Hiroshi Tenzan, has had a badly herniated spinal disc, so I'm assuming he's been out for a while. All 3 of these have been out for a while, to be fair. Tenzan is returning in a month. Ishii is returning in 6 days. However, Ishii is actually retired now, so it don't matter too much anyway. He's available now, really. And Yashi, he's got a shattered knee. He can still work angles, but 214 days for a guy that I don't necessarily have any plans for. Yeah, I might sign him for like a 6-month deal and chuck him in OVW. Just to not be that guy that releases people that are injured looking at the WWE. But yeah, we'll have a think. Maybe I will just release him. I probably will just release him. Looking at the backstage very quickly, we have added a few rules, and we've now got the backstage rules are having a positive effect on morale. So we've kept the no drugs, no alcohol, no smoking, and catering provided. We've kept all 4 of them. We have now also included a masseuse, a chiropractor, and transport and hotels are organised but not paid for because it would have took too much money out of the account. So that's good there. With the events, obviously with the Child Company, with OVW having their events on a Saturday, we've now moved all of our events to a Sunday. Alive will stick to the Friday, and our pay-per-views have just been moved to a Sunday. So we'll have Friday Alive, Saturday Night Special for OVW. We'll have the AEW pay-per-view, main roster pay-per-view, and then we'll have the OVW TV on a Monday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's all of our shows. You get 3 days off. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Enjoy yourselves. Go spend some time with your family. I actually did that based on what I'd want if I was a wrestler. If I had to work 4 shows in a row. Shit, that's a lot of work. But I get to spend 3 days off. Like, I'll take that. You know what I mean? Regarding the tournaments, obviously, because we've now got one pay-per-view per month. We have removed the mid-month pay-per-views. Realistically, they were stunting our growth. We got to mid-month pay-per-view, and they were never better than the end-of-month pay-per-view. So by the time we got to the end-of-month pay-per-view, we'd already grown too much in certain areas, so we couldn't grow anymore. So it sort of really, really stunted our growth, whereas we could have gone that extra mile with it. So we have got rid of them, which does mean that no tournaments are planned. The only tournament we're going to have every year, no doubt, is the Gym Line and Memorial Tournament, which we'll sort out in October every year. We've got a whole pay-per-view named after it, so we'll do something big for that. We might even introduce a women's side for it as well, or maybe make the tournament like the whole show and include women as well. I'll have a think about it. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with that, because they do, well, we do mixed wrestling, intergender wrestling on the occasion, so maybe that'll work. Looking at the products very quickly, we have got rid of the face heel divide for now. We've just got too many wrestlers. Once we sort it out and work out what we're doing for everyone, we might put it back on. However, it gives us better options if we do keep it off. So, but it does also limit how good our shows are, because you get bonuses for being an amazing heel and amazing face. If you're not that, then you might not get a bonus anymore. I haven't booked a show and I haven't looked too deep into it, so I don't know yet. That is the only thing we have changed though. We might bring it back. We're still going to book storylines as if they are heel and face for the most part. But yeah, again, it just gives us easier, like better choices for matches and shows going forward. And then we ain't got to book the same thing over and over again as well, which I did realize I was doing, so I didn't really want to do that. We're gonna show you the booking team very quickly. So the booking team, the main roster now, we've got the main three, and then we've got Wink Webersaw, we've got Paul Heyman, and we've got Super Dragon. So they all are above 80, except for Danny Daniels, but that's fine. But yeah, we are going to start using the booking team now properly. We're going to get their advice. We're going to take other people's booking ideas and start using them in matches. So we're going to start doing that at promises as well. We're going to start using them properly. So it should be good. Showing you the inner circle very quickly. We've got our locker room leaders. We've got AJ Styles, Bobby Roode, Samoa Joe, Stone Cold, and William Regal. Head of Talent Relations, William Regal. Senior Road Agent, Kenneth Kobashi. Head men's trainer, Pat Buck. He's got the trainer, natural trainer perk, whatever it is. Travel organizer is Guest. Chief Enforcers, we've got Chris Park, Stone Cold, and Shuji Ishikawa. Morale Officer, we've got Godfather. Senior Referee, Jimmy Corderis, as before. And head women's trainer is Emi Sakura. That is them lot. Now, with the production, we have had to increase our production a little bit because we were getting told that it weren't good enough. Pretty much, we were getting messages after shows saying that it weren't good enough. So we've not gone full in on it. We're going to grow this naturally. So production value is professional, live events experience small, broadcast quality in-house, and music in-house. So yeah, we're good. We're good to go with that. Couple more investments we've done though. If we do show you the investments, I saw this corporate headquarters and I thought, well, that makes sense for a small company to have a corporate headquarters. But I wanted to get one, so I got one. It doesn't do a lot. It doesn't do a lot at all. And if it does do a lot, I don't know what it does. But it was there as an option, so I got it. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I did. So yeah, I built a corporate headquarters and nothing else really to say about that. It doesn't do anything as far as I can see. We have also built a physical Hall of Fame, which means we needed 15 people in the Hall of Fame. We have now added people to the Hall of Fame. So the only reasons why they are in the Hall of Fame: deceased, if they've left the business, and like they won't come back, because they might come back because it's wrestling and they might, but they've left the business, or they won't negotiate with us, or we've offered them a contract and they've said to us they're not going to sign it because they intend to retire. So we've done that. Run you through the Hall of Fame very quickly. It's not massive, but we've put in everyone that does match them free. The only deceased guy on here is Joseph Connors, who obviously died in an accident a while ago now, actually. I can't remember when it was. Guy that I definitely wanted to bring in, though, which is a shame. And yeah, I can't remember who's the difference between left the business and won't negotiate. Basically, the rest of them are Andre the Giant, Arn Anderson, Bob Backlund, DDP, Dusty Rose, Dutch Mantel, Earl Hebner, Eric Bischoff, Jerry Lawler, Jim Duggan, Jim Neidhart, Joseph Connors, Kevin Nash, Mike Rotonda, Mike Tenay, Paul Ellering, Randy Savage, Ric Flair, Rick Rude, Ricky Steamboat, Roddy Piper, Scott Armstrong, Scott Hall, Sergeant Slaughter, Sherry Martel, Ted DiBiase Sr., the Rock and Roll Express as a team, Teddy Long, and Vader, all been inducted over the last 2 days. So we have done that. We've built a physical Hall of Fame yet again. Don't know what it does, but it sounded cool, so we've done it. And the last thing we've done, lads, is we have built the AAW dojo. So put a bit of money into it. Done a dojo rather than performance center because it costs less to run. We're gonna basically get new graduates in a year. Yeah, we're gonna get new graduates in a year. So I'm thinking within a year, our developmental will probably be quite scarce in terms of who we got in now. So getting new people in will be very helpful, and we can start building up our own homegrown talent as well, which would be good to do. Now, that is everything. That is everything that I had to talk about, and I've waffled for a pure 35 minutes. This will be a longer episode, lads. I'm just warning you now. You've already seen how long it is. I don't know how long it's going to be, because we're now booking a whole month. We're not booking 2 shows. We're booking a whole month. Now, there will be new signings. There will be a few things coming in. We've put in a lot of offers for new people. We're going to see as we go along, lads, what's going to happen. We're going to go to the AEW live show, which for this month, we probably are just going to... what's the fucking word I'm looking for here? We're going to let AI do it. I do want to debut everyone, so at least I have an idea of where everyone's at. So if I get an opportunity to do that, then I will do. But there's a lot of people to do that with, so we'll see. But yeah, anywho, let's jump into it. All right, lads, we've got our first 2-hour AEW live booked and ready to go. I did say I wasn't going to book anything here. However, I've just spent our last little while booking something to do with everything on the show. I haven't put this show. I let the AI do it. I put the pre-show. So basically, I went through everyone that hasn't debuted yet, and I chucked them all on the pre-show just to get everyone on the show. So we've got 60 mixed person battle royal, we've got 10 woman battle royal, all of our personalities as well. I just want to see how they do. Plus, every single match and segment has a different referee and a different road agent doing it, because I want to see if the road agents are good enough, and if they're not, we're just going to get rid of them straight away. So yeah, let's hear it. This is quite an experimental show. It could go really downhill really fast, but we're going to say, I think this is Stone Cold's last appearance as well, so we've got him in the main event. You know, let's actually put him in the main event. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Starting off the show, we have got personalities debuting. Cool. Adnan Vert doesn't have microphone skills. Jimmy Smith doesn't have microphone skills. Lady Apache probably could have done a better job putting this angle together. Good to note. I need to actually write this down. Adnan, not a personality. Jimmy Smith, not a personality. And Lady Apache, not a roadie. I need to make sure I write these down because I will forget. Then we had a match. We had a 10-woman battle royal between the women that haven't debuted yet. Who won the match? Because Melissa Santos. Okay, I actually put Mary Apache to win this match, but Melissa Santos kicked off. So I just thought, you know what? I don't care enough. Whatever you want to do, do it. Because I just don't care about any of these women. She said Melissa Santos were rusty, but that's fine. We can deal with that. Then we had the next segment. Cool. We've got no red down here, which is good. This was the rest of the personalities. We just chucked them all on the show as well. 5-minute interview segment. All 4 5-minute interview segment, apparently. Great. 60-man battle royal. Everyone debuted except for Lance Archer, who we gave the win to. Just because he weren't wrestling the show, so we gave him the win. Road agent. That's what I want to know. I want to know about the notes for the road agent. Everyone seemed off their game. Great. Everyone's rusty. Great. And roadie was good though. Who was the roadie? Silver King. Perfect. Okay, the roadie's good. Good to know. Good to know. Right, next segment. 52. We had Jim Cornette out there with David Marquez, Masahiro Chono, and Yashi in the background. Realistically, we just need to debut these people again. Jim Cornette has debuted his annoying gimmick. Sorry, I wasn't expecting that. Right, well, let me just explain this quickly. This is actually something I wanted to do at the pay-per-view, but I thought, fuck it, we'll do it now. I said to you previously, we've got a authority figure now, and we've got a interviewer. The interviewer for now is David Marquez, and our authority figure for AEW, obviously you got Smithy and Guest and Danny Daniels. Actual authority figure on screen on a weekly basis making decisions will be Jim Cornette for now. Don't like him in real life, not gonna lie to you, don't like him. But in this game, he is very good at what he does. As long as we can keep his backstage and his mouth shut when he is backstage, he should play his role pretty well. And Masahiro Chono is a manager, and we hadn't debuted him yet, so we chucked him on now. And Yashi's injured at the moment, but hadn't debuted, so we thought we'd give him his debut quickly, just to clear that one up. The 52 segment, not too bad. AJ Styles be Crazy Sexy Mike to start off the show. 76 AJ Styles, 30 Crazy Sexy Mike. Crazy Sexy Mike's got great. Des Robinson got an awful for his gimmick. Eesh, not great, not great. But yep, we've got them on the show. Wanted to see how the referee was doing. The road agency was fine as well. Cool, good chemistry. Des Robinson got an awful gimmick. Okay, that's fine. Then we had Emi Sakura beat Vita Scott in a 56 rated match. This match was already booked on the show. Vita Scott debut. She did lose in 48 seconds. I didn't realize that AI booked it for a minute. Shit. Okay, 56 though, not too bad. 68 for a Stylish Young promo. Mickey James, 61 for a Mickey James promo. 60 for a Taz promo. 59 for a Shane McMahon promo. Oh, we've got Shane McMahon, by the way. Not sure if I ever mentioned that. 59 for a Lance Archer promo, 61 for a Bobby Roode promo. How many fucking promos? Trish Stratus promo, 77. Silas Young, we're apparently still pushing Silas Young, lads. Silas Young beat Bob Sapp in a 55. 59 for Silas Young, 35 for Bob Sapp. Not bad there. Brody Lee v. Cain Velasquez. Brian Gorey debuted in this match. Brody Lee 60, Cain Velasquez 46. Up next, we've got AJ Styles with a promo, 74, not bad. Maven Bentley can't be a roadie. Maven Bentley not a roadie. Good to know. We had a fatal 4-way here. This was actually, when AI done it, they said it to be for the hardcore title. I removed that pretty quickly. Goldberg won this match, beating Matt Cardona, Shane McMahon, and Corey Graves in a fatal 4-way. Goldberg 62, Corey Graves 60, Matt Cardona 61, Shane McMahon 52. Still got some people in the 60s, which is lovely to see. Great Muta and Stone Cold were apparently in a promo segment backstage. Fair enough. Baron Corbin and Samoa Joe. Headhunter A can't be a roadie. Not a roadie. 58 for this one, and then the main event 73. Very nice. Stone Cold's last match, he did actually submit. I didn't put Stone Cold to lose this match. Stone Cold tapped out to Samoa Joe's Coquina Clutch, and that should be the last we see of Stone Cold in the ring. 65 for Stone Cold, by the way, not too bad. Great Muta 47, Baron Corbin 65, Samoa Joe 79. Nice. 73. How does the show end? 72. Not bad, considering it was a very mediocre show. Saved by a couple of promos and a good main event. We'll take it. Financial report. Oh, lads, we're making money now, by the way. We're making money. 40 million, obviously, is money that I've given to myself to help me with a few bits and pieces. But we're actually making money per show now, which is fucking amazing. Probably a recap. We can't improve anywhere. Any of Wyatt. 44 in Southern England, 40 in Kansai. Not bad at all. Alright, I will just let you know that this is going to be a bit of a weird episode if it's not already been. It's going to be probably quite a long one. I think I've already said that. We're recording this a couple of days after we recorded the previous episode. The bit you just saw was a couple of days ago. Long story short, in the background, I've just been offering contracts out to people that we offered the 3-month deals to initially. And the 3 months has already run out. So I'm working out whether to give them a year deal, 9 months, 6 months. And I thought, it's too much. There's too many people. I'll leave it off camera and we'll just show you the show. So I have booked a AEW Live. Did I book this or did I let AI do it? I did it last night. I let AI do it. There is no way I'm booking Corey Graves, Baron Corbin in the main event. Or maybe I would. Based on the current whatever it is. We have had 3 call-ups. Nothing major. Basically, I think I said previously, if people request to be called up twice, we're going to bring them in at the end of the month. However, if I feel like I can bring them up earlier and debut them earlier and maybe help out the current scenery, I'll bring them up earlier. So we have got 3 people that are debuting on this show. But yeah, let's get into it. I haven't actually opened up the Excel sheet. Let me do that quickly because I kind of need that. You might have seen that quickly run past the screen, my bad. But yeah, let's see how it goes, lads. Starting off with Cain Velasquez versus Jimmy Rave. Now, Jimmy Rave. Oh, Nick Ali debut as well. Jimmy Rave is he's severely injured. To the point where I wanted to put him in a tag match the other day with Lance Archer. And he said it was just a normal tag match, like it was a fatal 4-way tag match, just to see where all of our teams were looking. Jimmy Rave couldn't do the match. Like, no hardcore, no brawling, just a simple tag match where he could have stood on the apron for most of it. And he said that he was too injured to do so. So I put him in a singles match with Cain Velasquez because if you don't want to get injured, you put him in with Cain Velasquez, like a very known, a good worker. I'm talking shit. Cain Velasquez is a good worker. He's just obviously an MMA fighter, so probably not the best person to put him in there with. Cain Velasquez 45, Jimmy Rave 22. Jimmy Rave's one of the guys that we're probably not going to keep on just because he can't do a lot. And backstage, I could put him as a roadie, but not great. By the way, something you haven't seen, Stone Cold has now retired, so he's no longer on the show in that capacity. I have found something else for him to do, and we'll see how it goes. And maybe something for the future as well, but when it gets to it, I'll let you know. Then we had the Smothers Twisted Daughters, one of the actual only tag teams we've got in the division, facing Melissa Santos and Emi Sakura. Emi Sakura got to 74. Fucking hell. Melissa Santos 24, Mickey Knuckles 29, Jessie Bell 27. You can see where our women's roster is at right now. It's not great again. Emi Sakura, one of our better women in the roster, maybe even champion material. 74 rated, mate, you gotta say. Definitely could be. Then we had Maven Bentley. Oh yeah, he's now been removed from a road agent because he was shit. So I thought I'd see how he did in the segment. Bob Sapp already had segments, so I quickly just pushed Maven Bentley in now. 44, not great, not bad. Brody Lee versus Tony Gibbons. Brody Lee 62, loved that. 17 for Tony Gibbons, not great. 48 overall for that segment. Then I had a promo with Emi Sakura and Melissa Santos. Melissa Santos, same thing. No, she wasn't same thing. This was a promo that was already set up because they had the tag match earlier. Brody Lee cut a promo. This is 2 debuts. So we had Mickie James, Savannah Evans, Tasha Steelz out there for a triple threat match. We've signed Savannah Evans, Tasha Steelz, and they both said that they're too big for developmental, and they messaged me twice. So I said, cool, let's bring you up, see what you got. 27 Savannah Evans, 38 Tasha Steelz. Not phenomenal at all. Then we had Alex Kozlov and Great Muta cut a promo. William Regal cut a promo. Lady Apache and Silas Young got a promo. Lady Apache had to be debuted, so we've chucked her in now because now she's not good enough to be a roadie. Yet again, wait and see how she did on the mic. Bobby Roode, 54. He is also retiring very soon. Shane McMahon and Matt Cardona defeated the debuting Tomahawk, who hit a 56 by the way, not bad, and Great Muta. Tomahawk was the brief I know from Tomahawk is his little stint in AEW as a part of I can't remember the group. Shit. Seema, Tomahawk, and El Lindemann. Their group, whatever that was. They had a few good trios matches, and Tomahawk had a couple of singles matches as well, I believe. 56 though, very nice from him. 48, Great Muta. Shane McMahon, 53. Matt Cardona, 58. Shane McMahon, I've got a plan for him, and you'll be pleased to know it's not booking him. So yeah, we've got a plan in place for Shane McMahon of what we're gonna use. Both McMahons, because we have signed Stephanie McMahon there as well, because she was a free agent. Triple H is releasing all of his family members apparently. Although he re-signed Vince. I don't know. Alright, cool. Anyway, 68 promo from Corey Graves, and is it main event time? Nope, Baron Corbin's got a promo as well. Matt Cardona and Shane McMahon had a promo. Fucking hell, we've got loads of matches. Bob Sapp v Bill Goldberg. Goldberg 63, Bob Sapp 36. 5-minute match. Exactly what Goldberg needs. 59 rated. Not bad. Goldberg promo afterwards. And this is the main event. 62. Not bad. I like that. Baron Corbin beat Corey Graves. Baron Corbin 63, Corey Graves 62. Corey Graves did get a bit annoyed about this match, about me picking Corbin to win. He wanted to win the match and he was quite unhappy that I put Corbin over him. Which might be an issue because Corey Graves, I don't think I'm going to want to push him that much in ring. So it might be a bit of an issue, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Let's finish the show there. 65 overall, increased in 57 regions. Love it. Financial report, still making money. We're making money again, lads. I say again, we never did. Improved in a few places. Good show, successful show. Right, we've got another show booked. We've sorted out a load of stuff behind the scenes again within the last week, where we've offered contracts. We've actually not released as such, but Yokozuna's retired now, so there's that. I'm going to try him out as a road agent. I actually want to try him out on this show as a road agent. Let me just put him in his first match, because if he's not good enough, we could kind of need to either find something else or prepare him for release, as I haven't got nothing else for him. He's not great on the mic. Colour, play-by-play, personality, like he's not anything really, is he? So we'll try him out as a road agent. We'll see. Let's have a look at this show. Starting off with Matt Cardona v Pepe Esco. Yokozuna. Alright, well that's a no-go. Let me update that now before I forget. So he knew, and we need to release him. We're not going to release him as such. We're just going to make him a personality, and then when his contract expires, we'll then release him. Which is a shame, because when they retire in this game, you can straight away just cut ties with them and say like, alright, good, like, I've got no use for you, I can go on your way. I thought he might have been alright road agent, but apparently not. Matt Cardona 58, really good for him. Pabasco 24, they actually had great chemistry. Not that I don't think this is going to be a rivalry going forward, I'll be honest. 45 for that though. Matt Cardona kind of used various skills to make Pabasco look particularly strong. Okay. Brody Lee then beat Heavy Metal in a match, 56. Brody Lee 65, Heavy Metal 33. Bob Sapp beat Alex Kozlov. We actually gave Bob Sapp a win here, just because I don't know too much about Alex Kozlov. I know more about Bob Sapp. And I don't really have plans for either of these guys. But if I am going to push someone, if I'm going to put someone in the rivalry, it'll probably be Bob Sapp. So 51 for that. 36 Bob Sapp, not great, but he is still rusty. So hopefully that goes away soon. Brody Lee 53 promo. Emi Sakura 52, much worse than her 74 in last week. But I suppose it's a singles match. Really off a game as well. 30th Vader Scott gave Emi Sakura the win, 52. Not bad. Silas Young then did a promo for 56. Mickey James did a promo 66. Shane McMahon did a promo 51. Bobby Roode did a promo 50, fucking hell, 56. Trish did a promo 74. That's good because she's one of our managers. I need to work out still who she's going to manage because I don't know yet. Corey Graves 73. Nice. Shane McMahon be Great Muta. Don't seem to click. I'm not surprised. We were going to give Great Muta the win because like it's Shane McMahon, isn't it? Shane McMahon be Great Muta. Like, but Shane got very pissed off. So popularity wise, sure, we probably should be pushing Shane over Great Muta, but yeah, again, haven't really got too many plans for either of these guys. 46 Shane, 41 Great Muta. Don't seem to click. We'll sort that out. Baron Corbin 72 promo. Goldberg 71 promo. Carried by the promos in this show. Fucking hell. 76 Samoa Joe. Corey Graves beat Silas Young in a 12-minute match. 67 rated. 61 Corey Graves. 62 Silas Young. Not too bad there. And this is the main event. 79. Really good. Samoa Joe 74. Baron Corbin 68. Did I mess this up? I didn't pick a winner. I didn't pick a winner for the match. Baron Corbin shouldn't be beating Samoa Joe. Oh no. Oh no, what a donut. What a donut. Alright, my bad. 75 overall rating, increasing 57 regions. That's absolutely fine. Financial report went up. Popularity went up in Great Lakes to 40. 45 in Southern England now. 41 in Kansai. Hokkaido 40. Good. More improvement, lads. Oh, by the way, we're now 11th in the world. We've done nothing else except for book shows, and we've not even done that. The AI's done it. But we are now up to 11th in the world, so we're closing in on that top 10. I don't actually know who we took over. We'll have a look at that quickly. Let's actually have a look quickly. Who did we take over? Company Wars. DDT. Okay, so Stardom's our next target. Stardom and GCW, and then we've got our first medium that we could overtake in CMLL. Alright lads, we've got another show booked here. You can see with the whole interview segments in the middle, it's very much an AI booked show. Again, we're going to do just 2 more of these, this one and then 1 more. And then from the per-view, we're going to be booking it ourselves. This is just, yet again, just to get us through, see where everyone's at, and hopefully, well, I was hoping they were going to use different people, but they're not. But it's fine, it's fine. We're going to go anyway. Let's see how it goes. Starting off with Bob Sapp, but look at that, his ring rust has gone. Bob Sapp hitting 50s now, love that. Beating Absolute Andy at 37, 47 for that match. Decent. Bob Sapp much better from him. Matt Cardona with 63, beating Heavy Metal 27 for a 52 rated, not too bad there. Alex Kozlov then had a promo. Oh, we've done the, we've actually used one of the stored creative things where someone comes to you backstage and says to you, I've got an idea for a segment, I've got an idea for a match, that I finished for a match or whatever. I've used it for a segment in this because, was it Baron Corbin? Baron Corbin or Goldberg? One of them. Baron Corbin. I'm pretty sure it's Baron Corbin. We've used it in his segment. So we're going to see what it does. 60 with Great Muta. Good promo there. Matt Cardona, 47. Melissa Santos, Emi Sakura. Melissa Santos, 24. Emi Sakura, 72. Pretty good chemistry. Not bad. Melissa Santos, rusty. Yeah, she's not great. Even that rust goes away, I can't see her being very good. I think she might be someone that we're looking to release. So we'll see. I ain't got a lot for her. 59 though for that one, not too bad. 63 for Silas Young promo. Mickey James promo 67. Lance Arch promo 63. Trish Stratus promo 74. Fucking hell. Corey Graves promo 67. Lance Archer beat Alex Kozlov in a 10-minute match. 64 rated. Lance Archer 63. Alex Kozlov 52. Samoa Joe promo 81. Love that. Corey Graves beat Cain Velasquez. Corey Graves got the win here. 61. 46 Cain Velasquez. 62 overall for that one. Here we go. Oh, is that it? Just wasn't a success. That's just all we need to know. Alright. Is that all we need to know? Successful angle idea. Okay, cool. Alright, fair enough. It doesn't say much really. Brody Lee and Baron Corbin had a promo 66. Then had a tag match where they beat Goldberg and Taz. Baron Corbin 66. Brody Lee 56, not great. Goldberg 63 and Taz 47. Not too bad, but a bit of a letdown there for Brody Lee, unfortunately. 60 for the Goldberg and Taz promo. And the main event, Silas Young beat Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe got the victory. And this time I actually picked Samoa Joe to win, which was what I should have done last week. 74 Samoa Joe, 64 Silas Young, 78 match. Not too bad. 76 for the show. Financial report, good. Popularity recap, all good. And we're good to go. Alright lads, we've got the last go home show booked before the pay-per-view, which we'll be booking in a moment as well. But that will take me a little while, so maybe that will be done this evening. Who knows? we've done a couple of call-ups. There's been quite a lot done behind the scenes, actually. A few signings that have gone down to developmental that will probably be coming up sooner rather than later. 3 people have requested to come up to the main roster on 2 different occasions, so I have called them up. They are all on this show. And we've also applied Goldberg's creative finish to tonight's show as well to see how that goes. It says it's very risky, so I'm not sure if it's going to absolutely fuck our main event, but I don't mind too much. This is a learning curve. We're learning still. We're like 20 episodes in, but we're still learning. It's fine. Right, let's see how the show goes. We had Shane Thorne and Masada beat Caprice Coleman and 2 Cold Scorpio. Shane Thorne 45, Masada 34, Scorpio 42, and Caprice Coleman 47. Caprice Coleman and 2 Cold Scorpio showed excellent chemistry. I need teams. As say this happened, lads. Bobby Roode's retired. So Bobby Roode and James Storm, our only viable tag team, are gone. I think I'm releasing Scorpio, and I think it's too late to actually get him back. It was a 5-minute match. It can't be that great. Yeah, our tag team division isn't great right now, which means our trios also isn't great right now for both men and women's. It can only get better. That's all I can say to that. But not a bad match to start sharp. Silas Young beat Papo Esco. 50 for Silas, 24 for Papo, 43 overall. Alicia Edwards is one of the ones that said that they wanted to be called up. So we gave her a quick 10-minute match against Mickie James. Mickie James 63, Alicia Edwards 28. What made you think you was good enough? Because you're really not. 53. That's a shame. Alright, that's fine now. AJ Styles with Chris Dickinson. Chris Dickinson's another guy that said that he wanted to be called up, so he's been called up. 43, Rusty as well. I think that's a positive. I think get rustiness off him. That's 50s, that's mid-50s, maybe even 60. AJ Styles 72, carrying as always. 66 for that one. Taz then had an interview segment. William Regal had an interview. Mickie James had an interview. We had Cain Velasquez beat Great Muta, 44 each, 49 overall for that one. Trevor Lee is back on the main roster. He is our final call-up. We've got a main eventer back, lads. That's all I can say with that. Trevor Lee, 69 on the mic, beautiful. Shane McMahon on the mic as well, 53. Lance Archer, 59. Trish Stratus, 73. AJ Styles, 64. We then had, Tenzan. Tenzan has returned from injury. He's been out for a year with an injury. We've signed him. He had a month left. We gave him another contract because we went to see where he was at. 24. I probably wouldn't have offered him another contract if I knew he was going to be performing at 24. Matt Cardona 60 though, we'll take it. He's rusty, of course he's rusty. He's just come back from a year injury. So we'll see. Hopefully he improves a little bit with that one. Taz beat Trevor Lee. Trevor Lee got his re-debut on the main roster. Trevor Lee at 70 there. Amazing. One of our best performing people on the roster. 45 for Taz. Brody Lee and James Storm with a promo. End up doing the creative finish and it was a failure. Cool. Don't take advice from Goldberg, lads. That's what we've learned here. Samoa Joe 74, Goldberg 60. Got the victory over Brody Lee 62 and James Storm 56. And then we had a promo to end the show and we got a 69. Bit of a lower tier show compared to what we normally do. But next thing you're going to see, lads, is the pay-per-view. Lads, I hope you're ready for an absolute shit show. This, it's definitely something. We've managed to crown every champion tonight. We've got a few people pissed off based on our decisions, but we're only doing this this one time before we start doing the storylines properly. But basically, we've got everyone on the card. Massive roster still. Obviously, a lot of people are getting released actually tomorrow. So after this show, I'll quickly go through the releases. And if there's specific reasons why, I'll let you know as well. And it isn't me just releasing people, it's me not renewing contracts. It's that sort of thing now, rather than me just blatantly not liking certain people based on their performances. But yeah, we've got 18 segments altogether. Starting off with a couple of promos, a couple of backstage segments anyway. Let's see how it goes. So starting off, we have Stone Cold being announced as the new authority figure in AAW. Stone Cold stuns Jim Cornette. Normal promo from Stone Cold. Normal segment of Stone Cold. We've got 1,200 people here tonight, by the way. Bloody hell. Sorry. Right. Yes. So Stone Cold is the new authority figure in AAW, replacing Jim Cornette. Jim Cornette's just a bit of an arsehole backstage. I know that's not news to people, but we're just going to get rid while we can. So yeah, Stone Cold, new authority figure. Got him a new role. He'll be a road agent still as well, but authority figure, I reckon he'll be alright in that role. Good mic skills as well. We then got, yeah, just to get all the personalities on the show, we did 3 random segments. Adnan Virk, Headhunter A, Jimmy Smith, Vladi Apache, Rich Piccini, and Yokozuna was backstage just waffling. We then crown our first ever women's tag team champions, and it is, unsurprisingly lads, the only tag team we've currently got on the roster. We got Smothers Twisted Daughters, who is Jessie Bell and Mickey Knuckles. Jessie Bell 25 and Mickey Knuckles 34, beating the team of Irina Janjic and Melissa Santos. 2 women who have no future, pretty much. Melissa Santos 25, Irina 24. Yep, we have crowned our first women's champion, lads. Yet again, I think I said before I booked this, the only way is up, because this was fucking dreadful. Then we got another backstage promo where Amber Gallows, Mervyn Bentley, Scott Stanford, Sheldon Goldberg, Trina Michaels, and Wink Vavasseur are all cutting promos backstage, yet again, just to get them on the card. We then had a women's battle royal, how many was it? 15 women, I think it was, for the AEW Intercontinental Championship. Portia Perez, Savannah Evans, and Vita Von Star. Vita Von Star we actually got in on a one-night only deal, along with who else was it? Thunder Kitty and Becky Idol, just to make up the numbers pretty much. We had Mary Apache win the AEW Intercontinental title. Yeah, lastly eliminated Savannah Evans. Tasha Steelz and Veda Scott also in the final 4. Veda Scott and Tasha Steelz, very pissed off. Very pissed off at me that we get the win to Mary Apache. But this isn't a great batch of women. Yeah. Again, only way is up. Then we get the last random segment backstage. Billy Kirkwood, Brian Alvarez, Dave Bradshaw, Stuart Fulton, Todd Kenley, and Vlad Radinov just waffling backstage again. Then we got the tag team title match. We found another tag team. The Cult of Lee, Caleb Conley and Trevor Lee have got some experience as a tag team. And thank fuck, because I really didn't want to give the titles to Jody Flash and Dean Allmark. It wouldn't have been the end of the world, 46 and 43 apiece. Not bad. Caleb Conley 46, Trevor Lee 72. I'm so glad to have him back on the main roster, lads. Let's just say that. 61 rated segment. We have a new tag team champion, and it's the Cult of Lee. We then had basically just the Authority being interviewed backstage. So you got Smithy, you got Stone Cold, Danny Daniels and guest being interviewed by David Marquez. Yeah, just hi, we're the Authority. How you doing? Then we had the trios titles, and I was like, how do we work out trios if we haven't got teams? So I'm not gonna lie, lads. We put 3 English blokes together and put 3 Japanese blokes together and put them in a match. That's literally what we did. Hiroshi Tenzan, Daisuke Sekimoto, and Hideki Suzuki won the trios title. They're the first ever trios champions. Daisuke 62, Hideki 43, and Tenzan 26. Not great. Shah Samuels 47, Roy Knight 15, and Mark Dallas 9. Spoilers, lads. This is his last ever match. Yeah, Tenzan and Roy Knight rusty in now. That's fine. We then had Toronto getting interviewed backstage by David Marquez in just a random backstage segment. So there's that one. 35 for that. We then had the Cruiserweight title being crowned. A lot of people there not doing well. Azrael, Brian Zane, El Torito, Paraguayo, Tyson Dux, all rusty. We actually had Fuego del Sol win this match. It was actually his return to the main roster. He requested just for his reviews to be called up. So we called him up, and we actually ended up giving him the Cruiserweight title, because thankfully, if it weren't going to be him, it was going to be Ray Horus, which isn't a bad shout, and that might be the first storyline going into the new month. But yeah, I'm glad. Casey Navarro also getting called up, and him having an adequate new gimmick. Not bad. 58. Not bad for that at all. Then I had an interview segment with Trish Stratus and Dave Marquez yet again. So the interview segments are more the managers just trying to work out what we're going to do with them, pretty much who they're going to manage. But Trish Stratus and Dave Marquez backstage, 6-2, not too bad for that one. We then had another battle royal. Get used to me saying this. Hardcore title this time. We had a lot of people rusty. A lot of people rusty. We brought in a few people again. Sasu Jin we brought in. Who else did we bring in? Reed Bentley, Mad Dog Conley, who we had earlier on in the series. And I'm sure there was one more. Was there one more? Was there one more? Just them 3. Eric Ryan as well. Eric Ryan was the other guy. Damien 66 off his game. Stephen Bonner off his game. Jay Briscoe actually is only well known at the moment, so he was eligible to fight for this title. Now, I'm not calling Jay Briscoe out. I'm calling out the rest of the championships. I'm going to probably put, after this review, some major stars in the title picture for some of the lower belts, just to boost the titles up a little bit, as well as then giving well-known stars, recognisable stars, even unimportant stars, a match against major stars, a storyline of major stars to try and boost them up. I think that might be the way forward. Jay Briscoe, hardcore title, hardcore champion. No real other options. Falabari eliminated in the last two. So realistically, if we keep it to just stars and under, Jay Briscoe's probably going to have this belt for a very long time. So we'll have a think. Jay Briscoe, though, new hardcore champion. Raven with a promo. This time, no interview. He was backstage. He was outside the arena cutting a promo, because I feel like he's that sort of character. Getting that back, getting his flock back, it's going to really be a big asset to this to AEW. Raven 54 promo, not too bad. We then had one of our first we had the tag and we had the trios. We got no singles titles, no singles match on this show. Anyway, we had a triple threat match between our three major stars with the women. We had Mickie James beating Cassie Lee and Emi Sakura. Mickie James winning the AEW Women's title. Cassie Lee and Mickie James 57 apiece. Emi Sakura 68. Very nice match. 67 overall for that one. We then had the Heritage title come back, and we've given it to Shane Thorne. Yeah, again, not a lot of people to really compete with him. Keno, I do like. So yeah, again, might be the first feud. Delirious, Caprice Coleman, nothing really major. But yeah, not bad. 55. This ain't a great show, is it? William Regal then backstage with Dave Marquez having an interview for 65. It might be the main event now, lads. It might be the main event. We've got a 50-man battle royal in the main event, and I think it might be now. It is. You can see already 70 rated. Put all our major stars in one match, you get a decent match. Cain Velasquez sustained a dislocated shoulder. That's not good. Vikingo, Goldberg, and Shankman all off their game. Vikingo's actually back on the main roster, by the way. He's requested, and I allowed him to come back. There was someone else, was there, or was it just him? Oh no, it was Trevor Lee. But we've done that already. AJ Styles wins this anyway. Lastly eliminating Samoa Joe. Brody and Lance Archer also in the final four. Yeah, we had to borrow Aaron Williams because, yet again, we didn't have another guy. We could have grabbed someone from development, but I thought, what's the point in bringing him in just to make him lose in the first match? We might do that anyway, but for now, no. AJ Styles, though, is the new AEW World Champion. He was actually champion before we vacated all the belts, but he gets it back anyway. So, there we go. Finish the show. Dislocated shoulder, yeah, that's fine. And 67. Not great. Who would we give praise to? Trevor Lee, almost definitely. Emi Sakura did well in her match. And Daisuke. That's what we'll do. Let's have a look. So, Daisuke, Emi, and Trevor Lee were the major standouts from where we could see. So, we'll give all them praise. Scene please. Love that. Injury review. 18 days, only be able to work angles. That's fine. Financial report, made over $1 million. Fucking hell. Popularity recap. Yeah, cool. That's fine. And we're done, lads. Alright, lads. We have got a lot of people that have been released from the company. A lot of people. I'm not going to go through them all. Long story short, if we've got a lot of people that just weren't great. If I just show you Great Muta, for example, we couldn't offer him another contract, because he basically said that he was too big for AEW now. He'd grown too much, and he was now decided that he's too big for us. I don't know who told him that. Sure, he's still big in Japan. 77. He's not increased. He's not increased from when we signed him, so I don't know what's told him that, but Great Muta has left the company, as along with a lot of other people. I'm going to sort that out off camera. But yeah, lads, hope you've enjoyed. It's been an episode. The roster's going to be very different again next episode, because we've been doing a lot of the call-ups from OVW. So the roster's going to look very different. And once you see some of the signings, you're going to be quite shocked. Because we've signed some people, put them in developmental, even though they shouldn't have been in developmental. Remember, we're going to bring up people that have requested twice to come up. And anyone over the age of 40, which will be quite a few people. Something I will show you very quickly Two people that we didn't release, but we did remove them from the main roster. We've got people pissed off here. Oh, well, whatever. Oh, there you go. There's a little spoiler. We've signed AJ Lee, but she's going to OVW first of all. And Johnny Moss as well. We'll be starting in a week. We have got... what was I going to do? Troll Company. Yeah, two people that we decided not to release, but made them in charge of OVW. Dixie Carter is now the current CEO. She's had the best business skill out of anyone else. And the best booker we had was Super Dragon. And we've got no interest in using them on the main roster. So we put them down there to work in OVW. But yes, lads, that is it for me. Hopefully you enjoyed. I have been Smithy. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll be back for another episode of AAW on TW9 very soon.